With testing at Bahrain done and dusted, we are all eagerly anticipating the first race of the season. And as I sat there watching testing, these beautiful cars racing at golden hour, it got me wondering about how this season could play out. Will Red Bull dominate again? Or will we get a title fight? Will the field be closer? And who's going to struggle at the start of this year? So, with those questions in mind, I analysed the results from all 84,600 seconds of testing, and here's the main storyline you should expect from F1 in 2024. Now, as regulations stay consistent, the closer the field gets in F1. You know, it's sort of like practicing that same sport over and over again until you become really good at it. Teams bring upgrades, they understand their car better, and they find out through the best performing teams what are the best design solutions. So, we can expect the racing to be much better than it was last year, thanks in part to every team shifting towards Red Bull's concept under these regulations. But that's not to say that Red Bull have stood still themselves. You know, if we're all being honest, we all sort of expected Red Bull to have a largely similar car to what they had last year, but as testing revealed, Red Bull has made major changes to their car, and they have definitely not reached the limit with developing it. For example, the newly labelled bunny ears next to the driver's head, and that very, very familiar looking vertical side pod inlet. Wonder where they got that idea from. Unfortunately, it seems as though these changes are working for the reigning champions. But don't just take my word for it. If we look at their lap times from days 2 and 3 of testing, we can see just how well it's working for them over one lap. Adjusted for different tyre compounds, over one lap Checo was 1/10 faster than Sainz's fastest lap on day 2, which isn't much, yes, but on day 3, Max was 4/10 faster than Leclerc, again adjusted for tyres. Now, not only is their advantage clear without adjusting for fuel loads, where Red Bull is known for running more fuel than others during testing, but this is without even getting to their race pace advantage. And the problem with this is that Ferrari are the team that are currently looking second fastest from what we can see at testing. Mercedes still have a lot to learn about their new car, and McLaren still need some upgrades to come through before they'll be fully ready to fight for a championship. So it seems as though Red Bull's advantage is here for another year. But don't give up on F1 just yet. I'm sure you remember last year's fight for P2, 4 teams battling hard, Fernando starting strong with a run of podiums, Ferrari and Mercedes fighting back from Spain and Monaco, and McLaren popping up out of nowhere from Silverstone. That clearly taught us the importance of bringing updates to their cars, and that it's not over until the last race, and that development war will give us a lot to watch on track this year. We are going to see some incredible battles, and who knows, maybe Fernando could get that elusive race win. That brings me on to the few teams that we haven't mentioned, and unfortunately their performance in testing didn't look incredible. Now, Williams and Haas did look a lot better than they were this time last year, but still not quick enough to get out of the bottom 7. And Alpine and Sauber didn't really have anything to shout about. Their most memorable moment was Joe's glory run on day 3, but that was about it. In fact, RB actually looks like the best of the rest in this field, and I'm sure they'll be starting the season with less struggles than the others. So we've got a lot to look forward to this season. Brand new cars, lots of changes on and off track, the longest Formula 1 season ever, 24 races. We're back at China in Shanghai. I cannot wait. I love that circuit. But one thing is for sure, F1 in 2024 is going to be incredibly exciting, and you're going to want to watch every moment of it. But there's more to come. As I mentioned, Ferrari looked strong at the start of this season, but Fred Vasseur has much more planned than just a strong 2024. As we know, Ferrari have signed Lewis Hamilton, but Lewis is smart. He wouldn't just go to a team because they have a good reputation. He needs evidence that they're going to win. He made it clear in the latest season of Drive to Survive that his intent is to win that 8th championship. So that begs the question, what has he seen at Ferrari which is giving him confidence that they'll be winning very soon? What problems have they fixed? Well, watch this video to find out.